off the bench, and he
Okay,
had
I
his
just
full
I just started
number.
recording again. I deleted all my recycle bins.
Actually, Jeff, he said Jorge
Damn.
Soler has a World Series MVP award too, by the way, for the 21 Braves.
Man, I guess this computer is not very good.
Eh,
You spend $250 on something, you figure you're getting quality, you know?
is it a Dell?
It is. You mean the singer?
Dell. I just remember Dell
What the
computers.
hell is it? I don't. Oh, it's an Asus.
Hmm.
Just one letter away from anus.
Mine is a CompuTrash.
Oh man,
You think the Cubs Mets going to meet in the playoffs? Feel pretty good about that?
I don't.
Oh, I
I'm
think
not.
they're both going to make it. Huh.
I'm not sure about the Cubs. I mean, certainly the Mets could, but I
Both
don't know.
those teams are going to add at the trade deadline because they have big
Yeah,
deals, so they'll do what they need.
I guess it's scary because Soto did come around and they still suck. You know, they were better when he was sucking. You know, or
Yeah.
sucking for him. I mean, he's
Well, the
still.
pitching was better back then too. I mean,
But you could see the pitching was not sustainable. At least I could. Even like Canning going down, like people are going to blame it on that.
yeah,
But he
you
was
needed
never
more.
he
You
was
need
never
more.
going to keep that up.
No, it was it was a pleasant surprise. It should have been viewed thusly,
I'm not
but
even as high on Senga as I think most people are. I think he's good when he's
mhm,
healthy.
it's hard to
but
rely on him
but he's
now.
not like he's not ace material, you know, maybe like a number 2.
Yep, good number two starter for you.
Shota is similar too. I think
Yeah,
Shota's always going to let up too many homers, you know? So for as good as that whip is, and thank God it is,
and he doesn't walk anybody. That's the whole thing.
yeah,
Why he keeps the whip down and why the solo homers don't kill you.
yeah. If he loses that, then he's going to be a 4.5 ERA guy, you know.
But come fall, come playoff time when it's chillier, I don't worry about it as much. You know, if he doesn't walk anybody, wind will be blowing in, keep the ball in the park.
But you're never going to be able to quite relax with him because he's going to give up a homer at any time.
Yep, he just doesn't blow
That's the
people
only
away.
thing. That's the only thing that is substandard about him. You know?
Cubs are doing all this without their number one starter though, too, which I think is pretty
Yeah.
fucking impressive. And they lost their number one guy, and they've managed to piece together. I mean, we're getting good quality starts from Colin Ray, for Christ's sake. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed with what Council's done with the pitching staff.
I think Ray's another guy that came up on the list, and I was like, oh, okay, I can't do that.
Exactly.
You know,
Nope. I put a claim in for him once, and I got negative points, and I dropped him, and he got another 17 point here. You know, it's just one of those situations. It's another Kyle Freeland situation where
they sent Ben Brown down, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I had dropped him, but you know, if you just look at like, well, I don't look at this stuff. It's a level or two beyond how I look at it. But if you look at like Stuff Plus or whatever, like
Mhm.
Brown is way better than you know the guys that are going to stay in the rotation.
Yeah, he throws the ball hard and it moves. But the thing is, he only has 2 pitches too. So sure, it's great stuff, but if they're going to sit on one of it, major leaguers can hit it.
Yeah, for as much as I've talked about Statcast stuff on here, I guess I'm more comfortable talking about it because I don't use it myself. I don't use it for my stuff, you know. And but I understand that they're probably getting into an area where, you know, I'm going to be left, I don't know, behind.
Oh, and I'm fine with that
But
too.
I just can't get there. I can't say that like I can't look at it just like, well, this is what his pitches do because you know there's guys like Quinn Priester
Mm-hmm.
who I don't know if it's sustainable, but there are guys that pitch well, like Kyle Hendricks or something. You know, I'm sure he was never a Stuff Plus darling.
I watched him pitch the other night. He was not the Yankee start. I forgot who he was pitching against, but I was watching him pitch 77 mile an hour changeups and curveballs and 89 mile an hour fastballs. Just same motion, same thing. It's like
It seems like more often than not, I had Hendricks, but even I gave up on him about 3 years ago. Maybe I remember saying it like, okay, I'm off the Hendrick train now. And look at he's pitching as good now as he was 3 years ago. You know,
and on a shitty team, he's still putting up 5-6 innings every time, getting you a quality start. If not, he's letting up 3 runs in 5, and you're still getting points. I mean, God damn, this
There's
guy's
got
still
to be
good.
something. I mean, I'm sure other people have looked at this too, but I've never seen it. But there's got to, they bear down with runners on base, but maybe like there's certain guys that are just better pitching from the stretch than other guys are.
Yeah.
Maybe there's guys that even prefer pitching from the stretch. I don't know, but I don't know. There's got to be something to that because there's guys that just like are more than the sum of their parts.
Who do you think some of the comps will be for Kyle Hendricks? Tommy John?
Jamie Moyer? I don't know.
Oh, no. Let's see. Over the career, Ben Sheets. No. So this is just going to go statistically and not by like how he throws.
Yeah.
They got Alex Fernandez and Aaron Nola. No, I wouldn't say that at all. Rick Reed. Do you remember how Rick Reed or Moose Haas used to pitch?
The scab, Rick Reed.
Exactly. Similar by age. Jesus Christ. He starts off with Virgil Trucks. Ooh. Moves into Jamie Garcia, Shane Bieber, Tim Belcher. Then he settles down to Lance Lynn, Shane Reynolds. And ends his career as a Shane Reynolds.
So I'm re-recording now, Jeff. I don't know if you know. I had to delete my recycle bin.
Hey, Jeff.
Empty it, I mean.
Jorge Soler was the World Series MVP in 2021.
I know.
That's so fucking awesome. What a career.
I guess the Jorge Soler thing. It's like I got a Jorge Soler jersey back in like when he was on the Cubs. I thought he was the next coming of fucking like Vladimir Guerrero or some shit.
He's been good though these past few years. He's on the IL.
He has his ups and he has his downs. It's like he's hurt a lot.
So, and some team always wants him, dude.
Yeah, because he's got a fucking thunder in his bat.
7 different teams.
The Braves added him that year, and he was magic. I mean, like it's amazing what they did that year, right? Acuna went down, and
what? He's got.
Maybe they get rid of him because he's fucking like soft.
That's crazy. His career.
How old is he?
Career WAR is 6.6. He only has 1 more win than goddamn Eloy Jimenez.
What's his career WAR?
6.6 because he's a DH.
Yeah.
Soler?
What's he doing?
Jeez. And Eloy's 5.6.
That's nuts.
That's crazy. So Soler has 199 homers. World Series MVP. He was on an MVP ballot. He hit 48 homers one year.
He's on your
Sun
team.
shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
Exactly.
He's on the Dads this year, right?
Yeah, he's on my IL right now.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of guy I would have traded for. So
he's probably got like 10
goodness.
home runs so far this season. Maybe. I don't know. He's kind of another guy that's taking up some space.
He's got 8 homers and 26 RBIs.
Yeah.
Just
great.
Just DHing.
Exactly what they
gotta like him though, I think.
I mean, for as much as the season that has passed, we're past halfway now. I mean, that still means that there's almost half left, you know. So like there's a lot of things happen. Like guys that were hot in this first half are going to suck in the second half. And then you look at the year, at the end of the year, you can be like, you're not going to see the full picture. Like, you can be like, oh, I guess it was okay. Or,
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for Christian Walker. Cause Jesus Christ, man, how could he suck more?
I was so mad that the Mets didn't sign Walker 3 years at $20 million a year before they, re-signed Alonso. And then look at, that's, I'm not the GM and I would have gotten Walker and they would have run me out of town,
Yeah, man, he's been shit for me. I mean, that dude. I don't know what's going on with him.
I mean, I guess you could never tell when a player ages, but other than that aspect of like falling off the cliff because all of a sudden you aged, I mean, I think Walker's still good. Should still be.
It's not like that fucking park either is like restraining to fucking left-handed hitters either. I mean, you could really fucking jack one up in the fucking stands there.
No, he should be fine. I mean, and he's also, throwing the fact that he, before this year at least, I haven't looked at it this year, but he's a good fielder. Like, didn't he win the Gold
Unless like
Glove?
his power zone is to left center. If his power zone's left center, then he's probably missing some home runs. But otherwise, he should be crushing in there.
Yeah, as a free agent, that's like the perfect kind of player because like he's underrated. He is old, he didn't come up as a young guy, but that's the only mark against him. But for 3 years at 20 million a year, oh my god, I thought that was I was jealous of them signing. I would have rather have had before this year Walker 3 years at 20 a year than signing Pete.
Mm-hmm. How about Goldschmidt this
shit.
year? Didn't see the Goldschmidt resurgence coming.
I mean, you could think that Goldschmidt was going to bounce back, but it would have been like halfway in between, this year and last year. No, he's like, I guess
I just think Goldschmidt's got a lot of pride in himself and shit, and he's like, he's not going to be smirched the fucking Yankee fucking shit.
Like the past month, I think he's tailed off.
Yeah, I guess so.
Still. Yeah, I was mad I didn't get him. Not in the beer league, but.
Do you like Alonso? For the Mets?
I like Alonso.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I see what everybody else sees. He's a good guy, and he's got a lot of power. And I don't think he's nearly as much of a butcher at first as his reputation. But there's still something I don't quite like about him. But like something I don't know.
Is it his face? Do you not like his face?
Yeah, I don't like his face.
You don't like his dare aspect?
Face.
There's something about like if the game is on the line and he's got to make some sort of quick decision on what to do, like it's
like that playoff game against the Brewers last year, and he hit the game
come through
home run. No, not like that.
I don't know, like that high throw to the plate.
Yeah.
There's something. I don't know. I don't think he's a genius.
I hear you.
Shouldn't have to be. All he's got to do is hit a baseball a fucking mile. And that he does.
Who was the chubby kid in the Little League World Series? I hit dingers.
I guess I'm talking about both sides of the answer because I do think that he's not really a bad first baseman. I don't know what the metrics say, but I'm sure he's close to average at first. Yeah. He's a good scooper, picker.
I'd rather have the thumper there. Mark Grace can suck my nut.
I don't want Pete throwing the ball.
Scoop. I don't care. Just hit the dingers.
I guess it's like I don't want Pete throwing the ball ever.
Yeah, I hear you.
And also he's got to be the worst runner. I would say base runner, but just runner that I've ever seen. Like it looks like he could fall and trip at any moment. Like I don't know how he does this thing with his arms. They're flailing around. It's like he needs a running coach. He's a terrible runner. Like it's going to happen. He's going to fall down. He's going to trip on his feet on the way to the plate to score a run because he's on the verge of doing that half a dozen times a year.
I guarantee.
But more importantly, like what kind of contract is he going to demand if he keeps up in the second half, similar to what he did in the first half? It's going to take a lot. And I don't know if David Stearns is going to want to do that.
I'm surprised. I mean, I think they got a great deal signing him for just the 3 years.
No, they signed him for 1 year.
Oh, what's the 1 year? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 30, I think. So it's more than what Vlad was getting this year. So he was the top paid first baseman.
But Vlad signed for 500, right? Or 400.
Who?
Vladdy.
Oh, yeah. They're not doing that. I mean, Vlad's younger.
You got to think Bo Bichette is gone.
He started hitting. He's up to 270 now. I saw too. So he's hitting the ball.
But there's going to be somebody who wants him at this time.
Yeah.
Who else is going to be gone for that group?
Maybe some of the pitchers. I don't know.
Well, and they have Jimenez signed now too, right? They'll push him over to shortstop. They traded for Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
Put him over at short and let Bichette go and sign for $25 million with the stupid Cardinals.
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't see Jeremy Pena being this good this year either.
Dude,
having a hell of a year again.
Houston's having a great year.
He just went on the IL.
They had that big fucking trade with the Cubs, and it's like both teams are fucking thriving. It's like, whoa, that's a win-win.
Yep, really like it.
You heard
And
Pena
Alvarez
went to the IL today, right? You heard that?
What was that?
Pena went to the IL today. Did you hear that?
Oh no! With that, did he break a rib or?
Yeah, he broke ribs.
Yeah,
I think it was plural on Friday. Got hit by a pitch. So I don't know how long it takes to come back from broken ribs. Do you?
Well, that's probably a couple weeks, man. It's like probably a month.
Yeah,
Because it's like you're breathing and shit. It's like everything. It just sucks.
It just hurts every time you breathe.
They've got B.E.E.R on their bench, and he's a lefty hitter, which they have no lefty hitters. So
yeah, exactly.
I bet you like I love B.E.E.R. He's one of my favorite players. So we'll see what he does. I'm sure he'll get the shot. I mean, I don't know that, but I think so. I love B.E.E.R. He would. 1 year, it was like it's got to be 5-6 years ago now, but I looked at like which hitters had more walks than strikeouts.
Yeah,
and there were like the usual suspects were up there, and B.E.E.R was on there. He had enough plate appearances. Like it was like 300 or 350. That's what I put it at.
That was always Warren Newsom from the White Sox, the Deacon.
B.E.E.R had that
200 bats, but he'd have 40 walks and 23 strikeouts. Like, holy shit.
I forgot all about that guy.
The
Deacon. But I remember as soon as you said the Deacon, or Newsom. Now I remember that guy.
You've seen that video from spring training like 5-6 years ago, whenever it was, where the bat came flying toward the Mets dugout and he caught it.
Yeah.
And he catches it like this. Just like calmly, and then he like takes it and then he throws it back. And meanwhile, in the background, you can see Brandon Nimmo like jumping out of the way like for his life, like, and B.E.E.R just like he catches it and he just he didn't like flinch or anything. I was like, oh my god, that guy's got such good hands.
I'm a middle infielder. I catch things. That's what I do. I'm good with my hands.
And then spring training, maybe it was the next spring training. He had an at bat. I think it was a 22 pitch at bat. It was hilarious. Kept fouling the ball off. I don't remember what happened in the at bat, but it was just like so impressive. And probably drove the other manager crazy because he's probably getting his starter like a certain amount of pitches. He wasted them all in Guillorme.
This cocksucker's falling off 13 pitches.
So I love Luis Guillorme. I do. I like Jimenez too. I like those backup middle infielders that the Mets get rid of.
Sorry to hear you about the Alonso stuff, because I think the Knockers are making a move to pick up Pete Alonso.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew it.
Him and Sonny Gray.
Well, the stuff I was talking about mainly,
what are you giving up?
It's nothing to do with like fantasy, right? I'm just
exactly. I like the big
real baseball.
He's my Earl Weaver first baseman. Right?
Yeah. So what are you sending the other way?
Giving him Cam Smith, Sean Smith, Christian Campbell, and Miguel Vargas.
Oh shit! All right, you got a nice haul back.
A couple $1 keepers and a couple $1 White Sox. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's not a bad deal. I don't think it's terrible.
No, he's got Cam Smith.
Christian Campbell could be really good.
Yep. And Vargas. They're all $1 keepers for next year. So
Vargas is proving himself a little bit this year.
Yep.
To continue talking.
Cam Ward. Fucking great pickup.
To continue talking on both sides of my mouth or ass or whatever. Alonso plays every day.
That's
and
he's got that third or fourth.
Lindor and Alonso, if you let him, will play 162 games. So. I mean, that there's something to be said for that, and he's done it not just this year, last year. I mean, it's like every year he's been up.
Now I got 3 first basemen, and I got too many first basemen. So anybody needs a first baseman, come and visit me for Kyle Manzardo or Vinny Pasquantino.
Okay, I'll look. The Gags can always use more.
I like my guys better already.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm going to finish in the money this year, but I'm really hoping that I can move up to 5th. But my prediction would be I'm going to fall short of even 5th. Because Look at the teams around me. I've got
Here's the thing: that some teams are going to sell off, and some teams are going to pick up. So you can
I've
take
got you two guys. I've got Steiger. I've got Phil, and that's not even the top four teams. That's
Yeah.
just like up to fifth, you know. So it's not
yeah,
looking good.
it's
not
tough to
looking
get
good.
up there this year. That's why I want to make a move early.
Dude, I just need a couple of 6-0 weeks in a row. That's all I need. That's all we all need. It's a couple 6-0 weeks in a row.
There is no way.
Weeks of no negative 20 starts.
There's
That's
no
all.
way my team.
Yeah.
There's not even a.
That fucking shit today, minus 13. It's like, you motherfucker.
Not a fucking Monday.
Chase burns my ass, is what he is.
There's no way that I could finish 6-0 2 weeks in a row. I don't even know if I'm going to have a 6-0 the rest of the year, but to have two in a row, that's just never going to happen. Never going to happen.
Oh, you pray for it, though.
My whole roster.
That'll get you right back in the fucking hunt.
Well, random occurrence, that would be 1 out of 13 chance, right? So that's like 6% or something.
Yeah.
And then to do it 2 times in a row, if I have an average team, would be 6% of 6%. So like 0.036 or something. You know,
the thing is, all the players
you know,
that I'm bitching about now could have a fucking great after the fucking All-Star break fucking run.
That's the thing is, they have 2 bad starts, and you're just like, fuck this guy, and then he turns his whole season around. Oh, yeah, he was tipping a pitch. God damn it.
Now, fucking Pico Armstrong gets back going again, and fucking Cheerio has been good. Soto's been good. Soto, actually, that dude got to 20 home runs real quick.
Good hitter. Oh,
my God.
7%.
Yeah.
Between 7 and 8%. But still not good. Not good.
I think he got like 11 or 12 home runs in June or some shit.
Remember Sosa hit those 20 homers in June, I think. 98 or 99. Jesus Christ.
Yep. With all those steroid pimples on the back of his neck.
You know, Lennon Sosa is
all this shit.
Lennon Sosa is Sammy Sosa's nephew. Did you know that?
Who is?
What?
Lennon Sosa.
Oh, really?
No.
It's Sammy Sosa's nephew?
Just spreading misinformation.
Good enough.
Jesus Christ.
You know who else is his nephew? Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
I'm just still mad because I told people about the Lance Armstrong Cheryl Crow thing. That Jeff told me.
You know who else is? That was fucking fucked up. Oh, I was going to say, you know, whoever. Yeah, never mind.
Self-edit.
When I was like in first or second grade, my dad, who is French Canadian or whatever, he told me that mow de lawn means cut the grass in French. So I repeated it to a kid at school, and he said, "No, it doesn't." I was like, "No, it does." And I think we bet like a quarter. I said, "My dad's French, he knows." And so I went back and said, you know, what had happened to my dad, and my dad said he felt so bad because like he was just, you know, obviously kidding, and he thought that I knew that, but I was a stupid boy, you know.
You just believed your father.
You know what? Modi Lawn is a great name for a band.
It is. It works.
Modi Lawn.
Terrible name. Terrible name for a stripper.
Yeah, she got a real big beaver.
It's not really shaved that well, but you get the picture.
Itchy Scratchy from the Cheech and Chong movie. I think actually Cheech and Chong just like put out like their last movie or something. I don't know what it's on. I don't know if it's out yet. But apparently they made one last movie.
They needed more money for weed.
I get pop-ups with their psilocybin mushroom chews all the time on my feeds, but
dude,
not really my thing.
You know what I loved was those they're the fucking like they look like Hershey Kisses.
Mm-hmm.
Paul had them. And I was just like, ooh. Man, two of those things, and you're just like,
Yeah.
out there. It's great. Fucking awesome.
Were they wrapped in the foil like the kisses?
Yep.
Oh man.
Can't beat it.
I mean, they weren't like, they didn't have the little like Hershey's Kisses little paper thing sticking out of it, but they were in that gumdrop kind of like drop flavor.
You know, I haven't had any sweets, candy, nothing for almost 2 years now.
Ooh. Just keep sucking that
Wow.
wine down.
Good
Every now
job.
and then, like I think about something like a jelly donut. Somebody mentioned jelly donuts, and I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot about jelly donuts, man! I love jelly donuts." Oh man, the powder sugar get on all over your lips, and you bite in, and you get the jelly in there. Oh man, I was like, "Shit,
Go get some
soft
wine.
dough."
I go through my modes with sweets. You know, there's some days it's like I can't get enough. But
Mm-hmm.
then it's like all of a sudden I'll go on like a 2 month fucking like not taking anything sweet
Good
in.
for you. I wish I
Huh?
could. I wish I could go a week without the sweets, but that's my
No.
hang.
There's sometimes I like buy sweets for the house and shit, and it's like it sits in the fridge and fucking almost rots by the time I get around to it.
Better than rotting in your tummy. Good for you.
That's true.
Well, you save it for when Norm and Lou come into town.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah,
Hey, the date of
it'll be
presentiments is
petrified by the time that
last
happens.
August.
I'll come down for the next poker night and just check and make sure there's no sweets rotting in your fridge.
Oh, dude, wow, we got apple pie. Yeah, man, got German chocolate brownie here.
Better be taking care of this for Jeff. Wouldn't want this to rot in here.
Dude, I ducked out the place with fucking like treats and shit the last time these guys were. They're fucking, yeah. Fucking come over, man. It's fun.
Yeah, I'll try and come on over on the 19th. That sounds like a good time. At least catch up with you.
Even if you don't want to play, you can just hang out.
Yeah.
Being
You
around
got a
dudes.
TV with a baseball game on it. I'm in.
Oh, no, dude. Baseball game is on in the background. You know,
It's like a
there's
meatball minus the food.
yeah, we got 2 pizzas from Frank's Pizza.
I haven't
Oh,
tried
dude.
Good.
Frank's is fucking great.
Fuck yeah.
Take the family there one day. It's like 7,000 West Belmont.
Okay. I
Yeah.
actually was reading about that place recently.
Oh, it's good. It's an old school, like, yeah, you can go in there and eat and stuff like that, but
Perfect.
it's good.
Awesome.
I love getting them delivered. They're a little pricey now, but it's worth every fucking penny.
Good. Maybe for poker night next time.
Is it like that? What do they call it? Family
Well,
cut?
yeah, last time. I
Party
think next
cut?
time we'll do fucking Al's. Al's is good too. It's off of Cumberland.
Awesome. Let's give it a shot.
I remember you saying
We got you've had Al's because we got Al's during the baseball draft.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah.
I remember
And
you
they got
saying
good
that like
wings too.
I remember
Go
you
ahead.
saying that like Chicago pizza is not what people think. They think a deep dish, but it's really like that family style, like that party cut or whatever. You know?
Yep. The tavern
Absolutely.
cut, the thin crust. Yeah, that's what we always get. So
That's right. That's everybody's comfort food. Now, the other stuff is just a little luxury. It's like, okay, most of the time you're going to order like, something like that local, but every once in a while you want to go out and get some Pequods
yep.
or, you know what? I'm not into the big cakey fucking pizza anymore.
Yeah, me either.
So like the
The what pizza?
super deep dish,
Oh.
like not deep, there's pan.
There's so
What
much.
would you consider? Like Pequod's pan?
Pan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Pizza,
But the
pizza.
deep dish, the super wide crust and shit,
That's too much.
where it's like you're eating a slice of cake. Yeah, I'm not into that really so much.
I'm not really supposed to have pizza, but I certainly can't have anything beyond thin crust. You know?
Oh, dude, I've got like fucking Dino's right around the corner from me, and thank God I don't order from them all the fucking time. Then I got Trio's Pizza across from them. Tommy's just opened up, so I got 3 pizza places right around the corner I can walk over and get a pizza from. Trios, if I get it from Trios, it's going to have a fucking mountain of cheese melted on it.
And then you have
And
all the
they're
other
the
great Italian
cheesiest of
delis down the street.
all. Man, they're just like, it's fucking cheese fest.
What's the place that we went to a couple times?
Dino's is balanced. Tommy's, good pizza, but it's not what they're fucking known for. Where
Yeah.
Dino's is like, they're known for their food.
Yeah.
What's the place
So,
that we went to a couple of times? Past 2 years.
Dino's.
What?
Dino's.
Dino's.
Dino's. Okay.
Yep.
That's good. They're quality.
Dino opened up a seafood place in like a couple towns over from here. Unless it's a different Dino. Unless it's a different Dino, I don't know.
Like cheesy.
Yeah, it's probably a different Dino. There's probably a lot of Dinos. Matter of fact, the Flintstones had a Dino.
You're right. If he opened a restaurant, I wouldn't eat at it though.
No.
Well, you want to call it a night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got to make the move. But this was a lot of fun.
I think when we've
Oh,
devolved to
absolutely,
talking
man.
about mentioning the Flintstones, it's probably time to
Let's wrap it up, gentlemen. Well, it's always good seeing you, Lou. Glad you're doing well.
good luck.
Take it easy. Yeah, good luck the rest of the season. Let's hope Alonso hits a lot of
As
homes.
always, see you soon. Talk
Take
to you
care,
soon.
guys. Go baseball.
Baseball.
See you, Chris.